do it. Let's do it. 15 minutes of fun on your Thursday evening.
I mean, we could just spend it going like that.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. If you like reels, you've got to check out our reels. Cheryl did a reel the other day singing, what was it, Dizzy Rascal? What was it?
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you more.
Money talks. And you got like 2,500 viewers so far or something crazy. People like a bit of Dizzy.
Just watch out what's coming after tomorrow. I'm going to up the ante. You think this is good? You ain't seen nothing yet.
All bets are off. Hi guys, it's lovely to see you. We are here today to take you through a first class lifestyle. We want to know, are you economy? Are you first class? Are you premium economy so you kind of get your foot in economy? Are you business class? Like, what kind of life are you living right now?
Answers in the comments. Are you economy? I think there's even a basic economy now, not just an economy.
Oh my God. Like, is it just me, or does not even the word economy like makes my
hoo rise up? It's Friday tea time, we can say hoo.
Oh, do you always remember Sue? We used to work with this amazing lady called Sue. She's in the Soul Sister before you should watch it. And if you said the word cheap to her, she'd go, oh. And that's that face. She had the face. And that's truly how I feel about the word economy. Like, I hate it. And when I was a student in Liverpool, like me as a student, can you imagine? Like, I am a girly girl. And I remember it was like, I wear the Doc Martens and the, it was back in the early 90s, and the what they call like lumberjacky kind of shirts, and scrape my hair back. But I was just dying on a weekend to go and have a nice cocktail, put my heels on, put some nice clothes on. I just like doing the economy life and like shopping in the economy. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I do, like, I love a deal, people. Love a deal. But I don't want to be like economy in my consciousness. I'm not having a consciousness of like thinking that I've got to like watch pennies and all of this. And whether I have or I haven't, I kind of just don't allow myself to think that way, because it makes me feel like I just don't want to, it doesn't feel good. Like, it doesn't feel good when you're in that mindset. And I can't stress enough, this isn't about going, I just go to Marxie's if I want fruit or whatever. That's like a nice shop where we are from if you're watching in America. I'll go wherever I like the fruit or wherever I like the clothes. I don't really care about designer labels. It's about buying what I want to buy that makes me feel good. That's the thing. Like, Cheryl bought me Tiffany body cream for Christmas, which was amazing. But equally, I like cocoa, Palmer's coconut butter. Yeah. So, Lucy, I used to think that I wasn't enough to have more than economy. Well, Cheryl, you put a big old paw print this week, didn't you, on where you are putting yourself in your economy lifestyle, or not?
I did. Well, so it's my husband's 50th in October. And I was saying to Donna last year, unbeknown to him, like, I'd really like to take him to America. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, but hey, for his 50th birthday. And but I was having conversations with Graham about going to Yorkshire, which is like where he grew up. It's like a place where it brings back lovely memories, but we'll go there every year. So he was quite happy with the thought that we're going to Yorkshire. And I was saying to Donna, no, we're going to America. So a couple of weeks ago, I thought I'd broach the subject with him and we're on a walk with the dog. I said, well, I was thinking, if everything goes back to normal, we could go to New York for a few days. We've got a puppy. Holly will look after him. We'll leave it for 5 nights. So planted the seed in his head. He was preferring that option more than Yorkshire, let's just say.
He took to it well.
Took to it well. So then I started looking at flights. And, I've travelled economy loads of times. The last time I came back in economy from Cuba on a 10-hour flight, and there was a screaming baby all the way. Didn't really enjoy it that much. But then when I went to LA, I went premium economy, and I loved that. Like, that was an experience. But I thought, well, it's his 50th. Let's just have a look at the first class flights and just see what they look like. And because we're in a pandemic, they're actually a lot better than they would be normally.
Yeah.
More reasonable than they would be normally. Yeah. So I was like, looking at it and thinking, it's his 50th. Like, it's his 50th. We're going to go to New York. If we're going to go and do it, like, I want to manifest the dream life. Like, we're going to go to New York. It's his 50th. We want to fly first class. So I obviously had an intervention conversation with Donna. It wasn't about the first class, to be fair. It was more about booking the flight to go to New York in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, well, if I was in that position, I would do it. So I was like that. Okay. Booked it. Like there was at no point last year or previous years would I have ever envisaged that this year it is going to happen in October that my husband and I would be flying to New York first class, going into the spa at Heathrow, which will be open, and having a free massage in the Elemis spa just before we hop on the flight, and then getting on the flight and having champagne served to us and dinnerware, and it's just not something that would ever occurred to us. But
by your chauffeur to get you there.
Every night when I go to sleep, not every night, but some nights since we booked it, I go to sleep. This is what I'm visualizing. Like this is going to happen. Like it's a dream that we have to make real. But you've got to take inspired action. You have to take inspired action and have trust and faith that when we get to New York, we are going, that it will be a first class experience, whatever that means to us. That could mean to us going over Brooklyn and walking up back lanes and finding all the places where the cool people hang out like the locals. That to us is first class. It isn't all about money, but it's about your mindset and calling in what is it you desire, not just making do with what you have always made do with.
Yeah.
I've never traveled first class, but I am now.
And a lot of the time, I know Debbie Ann's saying it like, you know, have enough. Like I was brought up with that with my mum. It's almost like,
so was that.
Implicitly, it's kind of like it's greedy to ask for more. Yeah, but it's okay. Like it's totally okay to want to call more in. Like if you're working for it and you're envisaging it and it's part of your dream life. So we just wanted to kind of get in connection within you, like what does first class lifestyle mean to you, and what is the mindset blocker you've got that's in the way of that. Like for Cheryl, like let's be real, right? For what you pay for first class flights, you could have another whole holiday. And that's like the working class thing. This is what we grew up with. Or you could have that for that. You could have 5 of them instead of 1 of them. And like if I want a nice handbag, I'll have a nice handbag because I know I really appreciate it. It makes me feel very special when I have it. I look after them. They're kept in their beautiful pockets. I talk to them when I'm in the room where the handbags live. You know, like I like a nice handbag. I like nice shoes. But there's other things that I wouldn't spend money on. Like I wouldn't thank you for. Like I just wouldn't see the sense in it. Yeah. Like for me. So it's about like, what does that look like for you? And where can you have, Denise Duffield Thomas talks about it beautifully in Get Rich or Your Bitch. So it's like the incremental lifestyle upgrades, like just where, you know, you put, and that could be you wear your perfume, you put your makeup on so you feel nice. Like, you know me, you'll very rarely see me makeup free because I just feel much better when I have it on. Like that makes me feel good. I've got Armani perfume on today. I don't care if I'm in leggings, but I want to wear perfume and I'll always have jewelry on. Yeah, it's like, what is that for you? What is your first class lifestyle? Let's just have a little look at some of the comments, Cheryl, because there's some lovely ones.
Oh.
Lucy, go big or go home. We're with you all the way, Lucy.
Boom, boom, boom.
You see, Lucy knows M&S. That would be so nice to have, Danny. Which bit? What was that? And then Debbie Ann's down to not snobby. Yeah, totally get that. And you can be very well off and affluent and still down to earth, and you can have not a pot to piss in and be the biggest snob going, right?
Don't get me wrong. I've told my mum that we've booked flights to New York. I haven't said that we're going first class.
Yeah.
I haven't said that to my mum. She'd be like that. Oh God, we don't say that.
Lovely to see you too. Went to see Claire Voigt a while ago. She looked at me. I wasn't dressed fancy and said, "I know you like nice things." Hell yes, absolutely.
Unapologetically.
My sister went into a very well-known department store that shall remain nameless. It has like a designer section. And one of the things that I love that makes me feel good, as you will know if you've been with us a while, is I like a nice glass. Oh, Neil's just coming from the pet shop with Puppy. I like a nice glass. So even if I'm drinking soda water, it will be in a nice glass. So a couple of years ago, my sister went to this very well-known department store and said, like, I'm looking for like really old-fashioned like martini glasses, like, but I want really good ones. And she saw them on the shelf, and she said to the lady, "Those ones, like, she loved those ones." And she looked at her, swear to God, total Pretty Woman moment, and said to my sister, "They're very expensive." And my sister was like, "Oh, that's good. I didn't ask you how much they were. I asked you to take them down so I could look at them." She went, "I would, but they're very expensive. I don't think you want those ones." Fucking seriously, right? And Kelly was like, stood there like wanting to smash this woman's face in. Like my sister will think nothing of walking into somewhere like Chanel and buy me something, or like she'll travel the world for nice things for me. And she was like, I won't be buying them if I don't like them, but I don't care how. And it was they were like £100 a glass. It was insane. But like she said, even if I hadn't have liked them when she took them off the shelf, I wanted to buy them. She said, because I know like how good it makes you feel having that beautiful Waterford crystal glass to drink your martini out of. And it's like, it's whatever it is for you. Like, it doesn't matter. The story was just a funny story I wanted to share with you. But
What
yeah.
else do we have? We had more comments further
Oh,
up.
Trev and Ange.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hashtag first class all the way, baby. I know you get it.
Hashtag extraordinary.
Oh, Nicola's just saying, love this. Oh, I don't know who this is. Let me know. Yvette's just saying, it means being able to pay for some campervan tickets for festivals so I don't need to sleep in a tent anymore. Fuck the tents, Yvette. I'm sorry for this kid. I'll keep it clean. Oh. Absolutely. Frida being Joanna Lumley, and people who'd say, who does she think she is? Before I'm 47 grow. Exactly. I don't give two shakes of a cat's tail what people think about me or who I am. I know I'm doing it. I know I'm a good person. I know I do lots for people. We do stuff for charity. Like, I don't have to justify myself to anybody. No. You do your first class lifestyle.
Planning
it. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it is. And it's like, but you're judging your experience now, Debbie, and based on what happened before. It's like you create your experience. Yeah. Hey, Annie. It's so lovely to have you here. Oh, Marlene. Hi,
hi. I grew up working class. Like well. I was had two siblings. Like, you know, like I was the same. Grew up working class. Money doesn't grow on trees. Don't be greedy. Like I grew up all around that. But at some point, we have to choose. We have to decide what we want to call in, and it's about calling it in. And when you know what you want your life to look like, and you spend your time visioning and imagining what you want to look like, you have to take inspired action. Remember, we tell you this all the time. You have to be it. You've got to embody it. You've got to come from that space. You've got to come from whatever the first class lifestyle space means to you now and call it in. This is how manifesting works.
And we did it with our business as well. Like we did it with the business before we felt ready for it. So I remember the first time, I tell this story all the time, the first time, in corporate, you get coaches. The first time I paid £1,000 out of my own money for a coach out of my savings felt bizarre. But like 18 months later, less than that, no, maybe it's about 18 months, Tuesday, Cheryl and I, 12 months after that, Cheryl and I paid $15,000. And that was on top of flying to San Diego, flying to LA. You know, we spent a fortune on our personal development, and we were totting it up the other day, and we probably have spent in the region of 100,000 on our personal development in the last 3 years. If you tot up all the courses, the trips, the programs, the resources, because we want first class growth. Because first class growth means first class service for our clients, first class service for our community. Like we don't hold back on how much we spend on that. You know, it's costing us a lot of money for me to do my doctorate. We're paying for Cheryl's, you know, practitioner work, not practitioner, Cheryl.
Chronic healing.
Chronic healing, thank you. You know, and our mastermind that we're in is an elite mastermind. And we want to make that accessible for other women. So we created the elite mastermind for our clients because we want them to have the opportunity to have first class growth where they are in their business and their life. So getting that mindset, that life, that business transformation all through understanding how their mind works, how you use the law of attraction, how you use the other universal laws, so that for 12 months when you're working with us, you get that transformation in all areas by doing the inner work, removing the blocks, removing the limiting beliefs like, what am I worth? You know, am I worth a first class lifestyle? Am I worth a, you know, that kind of, you know, commanding £20,000 from a client? Am I worth, you know, you've got to work through all of that to be really successful. It's much harder when you're carrying a load of bloody baggage around with you. So,
and you've got to pay for it because you haven't paid for first class. So you don't get 3 suitcases, you only get 1.
Absolutely.
See the bum there up tied in, you've got to pay for the extra luggage.
Exactly, because you want it. That's it. And like whatever you want wants you. Whatever you want won't pass you by. And that's right. Like we're so proud of the women that we work with that are in our programs because they're stepping up and saying, I want it. I don't know how I'm going to get it. I'm a little bit scared. It feels a bit scary because we still feel scary now making the investment leaps that we make in our growth. And we know what it feels like for our clients making that investment in our programs, but we celebrate them for doing it. And we know that they're more than going to get that return on investment just in happiness quotas of feeling supported and running around in the field of unicorns with us.
Romping around in the field of unicorns.
Around in the field of unicorns. And what we've done, because our clients that work with us in the mastermind have always come through as either one-to-one or from our groups. So for the first time ever, we are opening the doors to see if which are the unicorns out there who want to come and play with us to have exceptional leaps of quantum measures in their, and fast track their success in mind, body, spirit, connection, and growth in our elite mastermind, in the Real You Mastermind. So we are now looking for our first ever external intake of elite soul sisters. So if you think that's you, if you're ready to make a quantum shift, if you're ready to make the leap, and if you are absolutely ready to say, I want first class and I'm ready to invest in it with my time, my energy, my money to create that, then we really need to talk. The doors are only open for applications to speak to us until Monday night at 8 o'clock UK time. After that, we close the doors, and that's that.
And slots have already gone.
Slots have already gone. Five of the slots have already gone to speak to us. So, if you're on the fence, get off. It'll only give you frigging spelks up your arse. Get off the fence and start taking inspired action. And you know what? I don't actually care whether that's inspired action with us or just inspired action in your life. What I mean is start making your dream life, your first class life happen. Make it happen now. It isn't going to come and slap you around the face. You have to start setting the intention in mind, setting the intention in motion, saying I'm ready for this. I am ready to up level on all counts. Show me the way, and then magic will happen. I've got unicorn. Hello, unicorn in the house. Yeah, Claire. I mean, if you didn't see Claire's live, you need to go back and watch it in YouTube or in the Soul System. Claire had this blocker of how do I get my parents safely over to the States? Don't want them being Heathrow and stuff. Hire a plane. This is how we roll, people. Watch The Secret yesterday. Who's that? Who's saying that? So The Secret, because that's based on one of the many universal laws, right? When you understand them, when you understand how you really move energy upon mind to manifest, it's Claire will tell you, you go out and you buy cars cash, and you build your new house, your dream house, and you do all kind of things when you learn how to harness the power that's available to you.
I just turned my camera around because my husband just come down the stairs with a towel wrapped around his waist. Luckily, he didn't see the camera that way.
That is magic. We would have seen more than a unicorn horn. Yeah. So I am so excited. So the guys out there, ladies out there, women out there who booked your spots already, celebrating you right now. So proud of you taking inspired action since Tuesday. And there's still a few days left for those of you who just weren't sure if it was for you, but that's what the call is for. We're there to tell you whether or not the mastermind would be the right step for you. It might be one of our other programs. All of our programs are first class, but yeah, let's make some magic happen. Has anyone got any questions while we're on here? Annie's in, love it. Nicola, anybody else got any questions?
Process, while we're waiting to see if you've got any questions, so you fill your discovery form in, that will come into us. You will then receive an email which will come to you with a link. So you have to watch out for the email to come back to you with a link to go in. It'll show you a calendar, and then you pick the slot that is right for you. Then you'll get a confirmation email saying we're all booked in, and then you're in the diary. So you've got to go through the whole process to make sure that you get your slot in the diary with us. Okay?
Can't wait.
Got to book it in.
Got to book it in. And yeah, I'm really excited. We've got a first call tomorrow. I'm super excited. Excited. And in the Real You Elite Mastermind are excited to welcome in new Elite Soul Sisters because it's such a powerful place. We spent 2 hours yesterday removing money mindset blocks. And it was aha moment after aha moment. We were buzzing when we came off. It was such a great session. It was just amazing. Some of the questions we've tackled when chatting to people about it as existing elites is that ladies want to know what the time investment would be. That's a really good point. So look, it's like any program, you will get out of it exactly what you put in it, right? So we meet every single week as a mastermind. We've got a 2-hour slot in on a Wednesday at the moment, lunchtime, and lunch afternoon UK time, and it's 2 hours a week. But not all of the girls, some of them have got corporate jobs as well, so they spend an hour with us and then dip into their corporate job. The calls are always recorded, and there's a private Facebook group. So we say ask you questions in the Facebook group through the week, so you're not waiting until the weekend. It's not a learning module as such, so you don't go off and like watch a load of videos and fill in workbooks. It's not like some of our other coaching programs where we're taking you from A to B. On this one, it's about transformation from where you're at. Yeah, so you don't have to go and watch videos for 2 hours or anything. There's a coaching call. There's the coaching call where we set goals, whatever, every single week. And then you've also got guest speakers, guest experts, usually 1 or 2 sessions a week. And you can watch them live or you can watch them on playback. It's way more fun live.
This is a mastermind. This is about mastering your mindset. Everything starts in mind. When you becoming consciously aware of your thoughts and starting to do the rewiring is what we work on with everyone. When you come into the elite mastermind, this is about mastering your mindset so you can master your life. This is about up-leveling yourself spiritually, from a business perspective and in your life. Like we're taking things to a higher level. We're taking quantum leaps. Nothing's off the table in the mastermind. We are limitless. We are full of abundance. There's no dreams are too big. No dreams are too big. Huge. Anyone can say anything. I want to make £10 million the next year. Okay, what's your first next step?
Yeah, when it's a foundation to support women who've been abused, amazing. What's your first next step? Like it doesn't matter.
I want a beach house in Hawaii. I want to live there, spend a half the year in Hawaii, half year at home. Okay, what's your first next step? Mm-hmm. Judgment-free, people. Judgment-free.
Helping you go big. So, Cheryl, have we got the, did we do the form?
Yeah. Put it in, yeah, I'll do it again.
The form's in there. Don't hang about, guys. Once the spaces are gone, they are really, truly are gone, and the doors close for applications on Monday. So, such strong foundations, I wouldn't be able to cope with my first 6 months of business without one mindset. Honestly, it's all mindset. I say it all the time. In our first 6 months, we learned how to do funnels and website and all this kind of stuff, but I was still stuck in here because I hadn't made that transition into being an entrepreneur, into being a coach who had a business, into being a CEO. And that work, that mindset work, especially in the realm of money, in the realm of identity, in the realm of, that confidence, so important, guys. It's everything. Okay.
When we first set, sorry, Donna. When we first set the business up, we didn't have a first class lifestyle. Let's just say. we were hanging on the back of the tails, whatever you call it, the wings on the plane. We didn't even have a seat. Well, we did have a seat. It was at the kitchen table, and we didn't freaking move for 6 months.
It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah,
okay.
Long now. So we're going to let you go. We said we'll come on for 10 minutes. It's 25. Clearly, we're not very good at time management. Any more questions, drop them on this thread and just tag me and Cheryl. And if you're not sure, drop us an email. Like, the point of the conversation with the discovery call, it's a personal strategy call. It's about working out what's right for you in your growth now. And if we don't feel like our program is the right program, we'll tell you which program would be absolutely wicked for you. We're always sending people off to different programs. Okay? So have an amazing
Thursday. Have a lovely evening.
Mwah. Love you all. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.